display capture, display capture. Okay, all right. This is a Lucky Hamburger live reaction.
Princess Peach's castle has been seized by Origami. The sudden appearance of King Ollie, the Origami King, has thrown the world into disarray. And so, in the paper-crafted universe of the Paper Mario series, a new quest to reclaim Peach's castle begins.
There was literally only ever one quest to reclaim Peach's castle, unless you
Paper
were
Mario,
referring,
the Origami King.
unless there was one in the last two games, because I don't really know about those. Okay, so instantly what I'm noticing, this is like the Hungry Box ad. Okay, so instantly, I'm gonna sound way too picky about this, but all right. So first off,
The sudden
they're purposefully going for like a comedic tone here, which I'm not really into. Like Paper Mario has a lot of jokes, but it doesn't usually joke about like the plot, because the plot is like the most important part of a Paper Mario game, in my opinion at least. So I think that this is a pretty bad sign. Like in my opinion, it looks like the story isn't going to be taken very seriously. I can't say anything conclusive, but I think plot wise it's probably going to go more along the lines of the more recent games than the first two games. Although it's going to be like a fusion, I just don't think it's going to be nearly as like serious or interesting of a plot as the first couple of games. Like I mean, obviously the first plot was just Bowser kidnapped Peach, but you had to figure out the star sprites and stuff. Thousand Year Door though is like the entire thing is like a mystery until I don't remember 5, 6 chapters in. Like you need to figure out what the Crystal Star is doing. Why does the X not want them? Why do the X Nauts want them? Who are the X Nauts? Who are the Shadow Sirens? What do they have to do with this queen we have here, right? So I'm not really into that.
Mario sets out,
All right, I'll shut up and watch more of the trailer.
Mario sets out on his latest journey around the
Oh yeah, okay. And also one more thing. I know I said I was going to just pay attention to the trailer, but they said they emphasized the paper crafted world of Paper Mario, which is also a bad sign to me because it makes me think they're going to lean way more on the paper aspect than they need to.
world, searching for the ends of five. Mario sets
Okay.
out on his latest journey around the world, searching for the ends of five massive streamers that have unfurled from Peach's castle. A forest
Yeah, it does.
spring, an autumn mountain, a ninja-filled mansion, an underground sewer system, a desert oasis. Untold trials await Mario in an array of captivating landscapes.
I kind of wish that they didn't. Oh, whoops. I kind of wish that they hadn't said the names of all of them. This is a nitpick. This isn't even about about the quality of the game, but I really wish that they did not. I really wish that they didn't just say like every chapter, because like one of my favorite parts of any of the other Paper Mario games, like in Thousand Year Door, you would find out you're going to the moon and you have to go to this snowy, mysterious place and launch a cannon to the moon, and then or in Super Paper Mario, you would find out that you're literally in space, and you'd have to go on a fetch quest to get a fishbowl that you use as an astronaut, which just introduces you to fun characters. Uh, or when you go into the Bitlands and suddenly a 8-bit and then suddenly a frog comes in, steals your partner, and starts you know using it. Like it's one of my favorite parts of the other games, so I feel like they're not taking it very seriously the way they're doing this here.
Wielding mighty paper techniques, you'll help Mario unfold new paths, explore.
Okay, I also hate that it once again it makes me think that they're going to lean way too heavily on the paper aspect and not enough on like actually being a good game. Like the thing that you saw there with like the arms unfurling is just it's not something I want to see in a Paper Mario game. Like I think that like even Flurry in Thousand Year Door, who would like blow pieces of paper out of the way. I even think that she was honestly leaning too much on the paper aspect. But and this is just like what? Did Mario get like a special ability along the way, or was he cursed or something? I don't know, man. Like it'd be interesting if they brought back like cursed chests, but I'm just not really into the idea of the Mario suddenly growing like huge origami arms. And I've been against this since the first trailer dropped. It just I don't think that the puzzles are going to be interesting if most of them can just be solved by stand on hand symbol, reach reach building, pull thing. Like I don't think the puzzle will be interesting if they lean on this as much as I kind of expect them to.
Mighty paper techniques, you'll help Mario unfold new paths, explore vast regions,
That looks
unlock
cool.
the secrets of an ancient ruin.
I like that. Okay, I like that.
Raging rapids, take center stage, go island hopping, appear on a quiz show, and even duke it out in an aerial battle. And what's an adventure
And
without
even
companions?
even duke it out in an aerial battle. Like, please, Nintendo, could you treat this game with an ounce of respect, just for 1 second?
To share it with.
I like this though. I like this. Okay, I'm excited about this though.
Meet Olivia, Mario's steadfast travel companion. However, she's also King Oli's sister. Determined to foil her brother's plans, this bright young lady helps Mario out of all sorts of jams.
Okay, so she's just tippy but less
During
interesting.
Mario's journey, he'll cross paths with a variety of characters. A Bob-omb who's lost his memory. A Toad professor of ancient history.
Just Professor
and
Toad.
a Magic Koopa with a penchant for cleaning? Kamek.
Hey.
Some of them will even aid in battling Mario's enemies. Make contact with an enemy, and a battle begins.
Can I first strike them
This
though?
grid of rings is the stage on which battles will unfold. A fresh take on Paper Mario battles. You'll first want to arrange enemies in advantageous positions to turn the tide of battle in your favor. These enemies may look like they're scattered at random, but spin like this, and slide like that, and voila!
Oh.
They're all lined up. Choose the right weapon for the job, then attack.
Way too
Stomp
easy.
on
Yeah, I can
foes,
see that.
Or hammer them home.
Wait, wait, wait.
Or stomp on foes.
I can't tell. Okay, thank goodness. I thought that, okay, this right here, I was terrified that this was like sticker-based combat for a second. Oh my god. That is scary. This moment right here is scarier than anything that happened in Baldi's Basics today, like, combined.
Or hammer them home. The key to victory lies in whether you can get the enemies in line before time runs out. Use items like the Fire Flower, the Tail, and the Power Block to take down your foes. Classic Mario style. And while regular battles offer a great challenge, boss battles really up the ante. The menacing members of the Legion of Stationery guard the ends of the streamers in each region.
I'm gonna hang on to the end of this
Presenting
segment
a
to talk
sharp
about the
set of
battle
12
system.
colored pencils, followed by the big, bouncy body of rubber band, and the
I like
stout,
that.
shifty and sticky tape to cap things off.
Tape. Okay.
These frightening foes each attack with their particular penchant for pulverizing paper. Unlike regular battles, in boss battles, you'll spin and slide the ring grid and build a path for Mario to reach his destination. Guide Mario along a route that will let him deliver a blistering attack. Locate your adversary's weak point and tear them to shreds.
Okay. Okay, the bosses do look fun, but I think they have way too much of a thing sticker thing going on. Like, it won't be as egregious or as complete garbage as it was in, Sticker Star. Like, in Sticker Star, it was just, you bring the right thing sticker and you win. But here, it's like, you see Mario using the origami hand thing, and I don't like that, to be honest. Like if he's gonna be like taking advantage of his like special ability to like beat the boss like this every time, that's gonna be really annoying and it's not gonna be fun like at all. Um, but that's just bosses. Like hopefully, even if the bosses are a little bit underwhelming, they could probably have a good battle system if like the rest of the battles are good. Which brings me to like the ring battle system. Like, this is interesting. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary. They could have just had a normal boss system and it would have worked. But oh well. So let me look back at the ring battles. Okay, so this does look like it's gonna be pretty like kind of way too easy, but I'm not too upset about that. Um, but I feel like it's just unnecessary. Like that's the biggest thing that I don't like. Like it's so unnecessary. They could have just not tampered with it. They could have pretty much ported over the system from Thousand Year Door, and people would have been head over heels for the game instantly. So I feel like this is really unnecessary. It doesn't look unfun, but I feel like it could definitely get annoying. But I feel like having the puzzle concept will make the battle system maybe more interesting. Like they could only have one or the other. Like they couldn't have both ring battles and the Thousand Year Door combat system. I'd rather have the Thousand Year Door combat system personally, but this is fine. But the really interesting thing here is that there's a crowd and they're like speaking, like here, like they're speaking. I don't know if there's gonna be like stylishes and um like star power moves and whatnot, but I definitely think that this could be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to what the crowd does. If they just sit there, it's gonna really be stupid. But hopefully they actually have to do something with something, even if they're just throwing items in. Like, please, like, give me an incentive to please the crowd. Crowd does stuff later in the trailer. Okay, sick. Okay, we already watched that. Oh, also, once again, I can't stress this enough. They're focusing on the paper aspect way too much. Yeesh, nightmare fuel, absolutely. Um, I feel like they're still leaning so heavily on the paper aspect of it. I mean, ever since they said Origami King, I was already like, you're leaning too heavily on the paper aspect of it. But hopefully this is it. But if every boss is going to be just about this thing can destroy paper, it's just going to be really annoying. And I hope it doesn't detract from the design of the bosses, because like these still do look interesting, but hopefully it doesn't take too much away from it. Is what I'm trying to say.
And the stout, shifty, and the adversary vast world.
Also, I think it's pretty funny that there's a boss literally just called Tape. Collectibles.
Throughout this vast world, you'll find poor toads who had their forms altered by the Origami King. This is a toad.
Huh.
This is also a toad. And, yep, you guessed it, a toad.
I was gonna say that looks way too easy, but honestly, it's not much different than the star pieces from Thousand Year Door, so I can't insult it. Hopefully, there'll be some kind of like puzzles to get to them every now and then instead of just look in every single room and hopefully see it. But we'll see. I hope that there's like more of an aspect to it than just see it. But whatever. I mean, Thousand Year Door, half of them were just ground pound in the right spot, which one of my least favorite things about Thousand Year Door, to be honest. Um, hopefully there's actually a reason to get toads, because right now it just looks like they give you a couple of coins.
And who knows, finding all these toads might just prove to be worth your while.
Okay,
You
well,
can also toss confetti
well,
to repair holes torn in the landscape.
well,
Investigate.
they solved my qualm with that pretty quickly. I think the confetti thing is interesting. More, hyper focused on paper in my opinion, but oh well.
Suspicious spots to find hidden items. And try your hand
Yeah, I didn't hear that
suspiciously to
whole
repair
thing.
holes torn in the landscape. Investigate suspicious spots to
Oh,
find
okay. He
hidden
was just saying you
items.
can investigate it.
And try your hand at fun minigames to earn in-game rewards. Leave no page unturned as you travel the world in search of secrets and treasures.
I think that having these behind a game is kind of annoying. I'm pretty sure Super Paper Mario did something similar with catch cards, which, according to the completionist, I remember his review was like kind of annoying. But I mean, oh well. Uh, it didn't make Paper Mario Super Paper a bad game by any means, in my opinion. So I don't think that it will single-handedly destroy this game.
Unturned as you travel the
Also,
world in
he
search of
said leave no
secrets
page
and
unturned. So
treasures.
thanks for yet another paper pun.
The Origami King's pernicious plot is unfolding. It's up to Mario to set things right.
They showed they showed this thing, the like origami arms thing, multiple times. I think it's gonna be a major gimmick. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be minor. I think it's gonna hurt the game. Honestly. That looks like a awful platforming section, but oh well. Yeah, something like a 7.5 out of 10.
Paper Mario, the Origami King.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. There's a lot of things I have issues with, obviously, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Also, something interesting here.
It's up to
You
Mario
know,
to set
so that's
things
all. This
right.
is all just normal stuff. But we see this shot here of like this plane just crashing into their airship, which I think is pretty interesting. I enjoy that. I think, and then oh, and then this. I think that points to something interesting happening later, or later in the game. There we go. Sorry, I had a difficult, a hard mide. Oh, it definitely looks better than Color Splash. But I wasn't able to play Color Splash, so I'm not really a good judge on that. I didn't have a Wii U. Shaky had a Wii U. He said it was pretty bad. Um, or he said that this game was pretty bad because he got it on his Wii U. But she's saying like, oh, it feels like a lifetime ago. Uh, so I think there's gonna be, if it has hard mode, you'll get it. That makes sense. I think I'm gonna get it no matter what. I'm just obligated to at this point. And she says, I don't know how I can go on here. I think this points to a lot of. I think it points to a lot of maybe more like quieter, more reflective moments, which are something I really love in movies. Like it's something that, in my opinion, sets like Ghibli apart from Disney. Like you have the quiet, more reflective moments, and they don't feel like completely scripted in and cliched. And this doesn't look like the most original thing, obviously, but I think that there might be more of a heavy story, possibly. Some maybe a la Super Paper Mario. I mean, I don't think anything's gonna beat Super Paper Mario's ending in terms of heaviness and sadness, but I really do like. I really do like the tone this is taking with the story. Like, obviously there's some things that I don't love, but this really does give me a lot of hope for it. Because I feel like just seeing that there's a capacity in this game for like more reflective moments and just more interesting, just a more interesting, more engaging story. Which, my first Paper Mario game was Super Paper Mario, and it just had such a beautiful story. So I just hope it doesn't give. I hope it doesn't get. I hope it doesn't give Chugga Conroy depression either. At the end of his Super Paper Mario uh Let's Play, he said, "I'm really looking forward to Sticker Star," and I'm so sad. I'm so sad whenever I hear that. Um, well, I think it's interesting. I'm looking forward to this. Um, and, just all of this, and I just think that Super Paper Mario kind of spoiled me with its amazing story. Granted, I didn't fully take in the story when I was like 8 and played it, but I think that um I think that it really like makes me want to see a story on that level again. Uh, so yeah, I think it'll be good, or maybe not good. Oh, I just noticed that. Hang on. Right here, you have like special Goombas. They're the Karibo Goombas from Mario World, and then here you have the other, like you had the chestnut Goombas earlier, and there you have the shiitake mushroom Goombas, which I think is pretty interesting.
Paper Mario, the Origami King.
Yeah, looks solid. Looks solid. I don't think it's going to be a masterpiece. I don't think it's going to be a true return to form or anything. But I think it'll be better than the last two. I think it'll be a really good step in the right direction. Because just from what I've seen here, it looks like the story's going to be taken more seriously. Maybe not super seriously. Like, it doesn't need to go back to being as serious about everything as Super Paper Mario. I mean, Super Paper Mario was hilarious, but I mean, about the story, it was really serious. It doesn't need to be, obviously. But I think it'll be, like, at least a bit more serious. It won't be just boring and annoying. So I think the important things to use to like look at a Paper Mario game are like the combat, the story, and what was I was gonna say something else. Oh well, whatever. Like combat and story, and the story here looks like it's gonna be good, possibly not great, but I'm holding out hope. I think it could be great. Um, and definitely good. And then, jeez, I'm destroying my microphone right now. And then during then I think during combat, I don't think combat. I don't think combat is gonna even approach being great. I don't think it's gonna even approach being as good as the combat is in Sticker Star. Sticker Star. I don't think it's gonna even approach to being as good as the combat is in Thousand Year Door. Uh, Same with like the bosses and like character designs and stuff. I think I think it will be good. I think it'll be good in one of my more important areas and great in one of my other, or I hope it'll be good and great. I think it'll be good and pretty good. Do we know if you get XP? I can't tell. Like, let's go back to the battle part. I'm gonna mute it at this point. Um, so like here you see HP 43 out of 50 and like a life shroom kind of thing. And then here you see like more. And this world, like, you can tell you have way more crowd here than you do there. And like in Thousand Year Door, crowd size was based on level. So I think there's a good chance you get XP. I'm not gonna say it's guaranteed, but I think that based on what I'm seeing here, there's gonna be some kind of leveling system. I think. Granted, there's no FP from what I can tell. Like um, here, like the shiny hammer has like a star, and then like the normal hammer has like nothing like that. And also, shiny boots and shiny hammer are differently colored than boots and hammer, which could mean anything. I think the star that might mean that they're like recommending that you use that attack, which I'm not super into. But oh well. Um, Although here it says shiny hammer, and here it says show us a jump. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading way too far into it. Um, I don't know. From what I can tell, like it doesn't look like there's an FP system, which there's got to be some way that they make you, conserve on moves. But I mean, there doesn't have to be. There wasn't really one in Sticker Star, so there's that. But it looks like there's a decent chance you get XP. I'm not saying 100, but like a decent. Okay. I think I'm looking forward to it. Like when the announcement trailer first dropped, after the initial hype passed me, I was not really looking forward to it. Now, I think I'm looking forward to it a lot more though. So that could be really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this game.